welcome to FlossTube number 2. My name is Jessie. I live in the Milwaukee area with my husband, our 2 cats, and a dog.
My name is Stephanie, and I also live in the Milwaukee area with my husband, 2 cats, and a dog.
And we are called the CatHairStitchers because you can find every color of cat hair in our projects right now even.
So, yes, for sure right now. We are a FlossTube channel, and we talk about our cross stitches, and sometimes there might be other hobbies included like knitting or quilting or crochet. And maybe more.
Yeah, who knows what we'll pick up.
100% sure.
We are completely humbled by the warm welcome that we got into the FlossTube community. There were almost 200 people that subscribed that wanted to at least be notified that we were making another video, and we're just really thankful. And
they watched, well, maybe you didn't, but you should go watch our first video.
If you're just joining us, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome. Thank you for,
already killing it.
But yeah, I don't even remember what I was going to say.
We're just
fine.
Thank you, everybody. We kind of committed last time to sharing the old finishes. So we shared 2 old finishes in our first FlossTube, and we're going to share one. Mine is actually one new finish and one old finish, and you've got a couple of old finishes. And so we're going to start with that.
We say old, but they're like a year.
For me,
less.
yeah. For me, it's
maybe 2.
I've only been stitching a year.
Yeah.
So do you want to start with the
Yeah,
explain?
Sure. Doesn't matter. Oh, I so love that I have actual notes on this because I immediately picked it up and went, what am I picking up?
Is this?
Panic, immediate panic.
I'll hold on. You
Oh,
focus
I
on your
love
notes.
that we're doing that again. Okay. So yeah, this is called In the Library. It's a popular one. I've seen a lot of people stitch it. But it's by Mojo Stitches. It is all made with cottage garden threads. Which I did. I did use all the cottage garden threads. It was so wonderful. It's my favorite thread, cottage garden threads. I have them here. I want to show my favorite one because it's just so good. But Mercator, I think it's called.
Like the map.
Yeah, and that's what you use for the globe. But I just love
That's so fun.
3 different colors in one. And I don't remember how many skeins. I have them all sitting here, but I don't remember how many skeins. But there's some that are like one color, just gradient, and then there's some that are just one solid color.
Okay, so this,
But they're so fun.
clarifying question, this globe right here, that's all one.
Yeah, I think so.
That's so fun.
I'd have to look again. It's been
But like the green
Quite a
and the
while.
blue are just from the same.
I believe most of it was the Mercator.
Oh yeah, it looks like.
And I think there's one other blue in there, and it might be, I don't know. It's all kind of, it might be a little bit of this Austin, just a little bit. It's kind of like
That's
so cool. You can kind of see it.
So you had to like pick where you wanted the
Yeah.
lamb to be.
And it's so fun because I did follow the design, but I didn't always follow the color. And then I had one oops color, if people are curious, I don't really know. I accidentally bought lichen. It was not, I think I just grabbed the wrong number, but I ended up just using it. I just put it, I don't even know where, but I put it into the stitch when I felt like I liked it. So I followed the pattern, but I didn't follow necessarily the color on the picture or anything. Speaking of picture, I should probably insert a picture.
And we were like, we have to
But to get more time.
for the picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the frame is an Oops Michael's frame that was like bright pink that I spray painted.
Oh no.
But like a gold. Yeah. This was one of my favorite ones. The process I enjoyed so much. It was one of the most enjoyable processes. Processes? I don't know. Whatever.
Potato. My chronological next finish, I just had this on Instagram. So if you follow us on Instagram, at CatHairStitchers, you might have seen it. But this is Ink Circles, The Queen That Was. And it's like going back now, I might use the fancy floss for something like this because that would be really fun. The DMC conversion that they gave is what I used. And I think it's a lot brighter than what the model is, but I kind of like that. So I kind of like how bright the flowers turned out. And she has light effects, gold. It's not Krennic, but it's the DMC shiny, terrible to stitch with.
Like effects. I should be
Hard to stitch with gold.
I love it.
And she has a gold tooth.
Oh, really?
And that's part of the pattern. I didn't come up with that because she has a gold tooth. So yeah, that was a ink circles pattern that I got on the first time he took me to the stitching store.
I remember it.
Good time.
Yep. Want to put it down here?
Oh yeah.
Or in the
Yes,
background?
no.
Okay.
We have to end with yours because I'm not going.
You always do this.
I'm not going after any of you fancy ladies. But this next one's amazing. I don't know. This is going to be one of those things I should have tested ahead of time because this one I did use glass.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
did because it was my fault. I used a scrap, and I don't even know what the scrap of fabric was. I used a scrap that was like just barely enough. And so I was afraid that if I didn't put glass over it, that it would like wear or fray on the side. And so this is, oh yeah, it works pretty well without the, so I had this as a whip on the last FlossTube. This is Summer Seeds by Jed X Stitch on Etsy. It is, I think it's Doise Demos, Doize Demos.
We can edit it.
Yeah, we'll add it. And yeah, but this was Summer Seeds, and it was so fun and so cute, and the colors are beautiful. I love the pops of orange. So I'm really into orange lately and wanting all the orange things on my wall. So
It's fun because it was a whip in the last video, and now I've been.
I know I've seen other people do that, and now I got to. And this is a thrifted frame. It's actually just one of those plastic ones that is made to look like, I don't know, it almost looks like wood that's spray painted gold, but it's just plastic, like
I love it.
I don't know, like an 80s frame. It looks so cute.
Fully finished.
Yeah.
And then last one for my fully finished was
Right? I can't go after that.
I love her so much. She's like, so good.
Round.
But this is Botanical Garden by Mirandelia Designs.
Sorry.
The called for, everything called for. So called for, it's like witch ult, which I know a lot of people don't love, but I don't mind witch ult. It's nice. And a lot of beads.
So pretty.
And this one was my first Karen Water Lily silk. And it's all in the stems of the like floating flowers. That's really all there. They're really only there. But they're it was like, oh, I can really get addicted to stitching with silk. It's like butter. Beautiful. Yeah. And this was a thrifted, is it thrifted on Facebook Marketplace? Found it for like nothing. $5. It was so good. So good.
See, now you see why she had to go last.
No, stop. Okay, you know what? Actually, I didn't put it in my pile, but behind me, I just have him sitting here.
Yeah. Here.
Should put him. We could finish him. He was practically finished last time, so it's kind of why I forgot about him. But I haven't framed him yet because I haven't found the right frame.
And this is Little Crow.
Yes.
Called. This one's saying that we're probably going to put on the screen.
Like Moonlit Pumpkin Carver? I don't know. I'll add it.
My favorite part is the skeleton cat. So cute.
I really like the moon with the bats in it.
It's cute and something.
It was a fun stitch. I forgot. I didn't even write anything about him on my list. Another one.
Last time we just had like literal scribbles, and this time we have a printed sheet in front of us, you guys.
That doesn't mean it's gonna be better. We're doing our best.
We're doing our page 2 sheets. Okay, so now we're going on to our whips. I have a new start, and I didn't follow through on any of the things that I said were last time. I didn't follow through on any of that. I just randomly started another one. I was watching so much hair. I think it was Backstitches Everything did the neon Edgar Allan Poe, right? And I was like, I want to do a neon pattern because it's just such a cool effect. But I don't have a particular, I like Edgar Allan Poe, but I don't have a particular like penchant. And so I was looking up neon patterns on Etsy, and I found this one. It's called Hello There. It's by Nancy the Fancy Designs. And if you have seen, okay, I always get the name wrong, the second Tim Burton Batman, with Danny DeVito as Penguin and Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. So in her apartment, she has a neon sign that says hello there. And in one of her Catwoman rages, the O, she knocks out the O. And so so this won't be neon and it'll say hell here.
I love it.
So even though it's not really a Halloween pattern, it's the vibe. Yeah, it's the vibe. And I love all the Tim Burton movies. So it's a Batman Forever. Or is that the noise? I know. It's like they're all Batman something.
I could yell.
Second Tim Burton one. I should have written it down.
Yeah. So good.
Thanks.
Love it.
And our gravestone needle minders from Mad Fur Minders on Etsy.
Love it. Okay, so I remembered.
Oh, look, the hot.
The Hamanouns.
And we have to show the bags we made.
Yeah, I went to Patchworks in Elm Grove, Wisconsin, and she was just so good. They have such good
quilting store.
Yeah, sorry. Should say that.
Because you all live in the Milwaukee area. So
yeah,
exactly.
No, I know. Well, you know. And I found these tiny, I can't remember what they're called when they're like 2.5-inch squares, I think they are.
So Charm Pack is like the
5-inch. I can't remember what. Anyway, but I found this little pack. They're like this size. And I was like, oh, that color is like perfect for Hobbit.
It looks very much like the Shire.
And then just made some fun stars. And
this one looks like birch on the back.
Yeah.
And they have little mushroom.
I made them. I let Jessie pick. And she, of course, went gravitated toward the black one.
The little bit more goth one.
Just a little bit, right?
And this is the pattern. It is, a lot of you have seen this. It's the Fabulous House series. And you're both stitching it. And it's the Hobbit House.
So good.
By Cottage Garden. Samplings. I always mix up the threads of the samplings. Are they related to any?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay. I think Cottage Garden Samplings is, where is she from?
Because the threads is that
somewhere in Asia.
No, the threads are Australia.
And the threads are Australia.
Oh, this is okay.
Did I say threads? Oh
no.
One of them's from Australia. One of them's from
somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
Doesn't say anything.
I thought she was from Jefferson. Okay, wow. Go get in the weeds.
Little tangent in the weeds. You okay. This one's fun. I do have a little bit of beef with the pattern. I don't like this is so, I don't know. As a newer stitcher, I get frustrated when the colors on the pattern are nowhere close to the color of the thread. So I know I can't show you the pattern, but there's a bunch of yellows that are actually brown. And there's the one that bothers me is the red one.
Oh.
Because the red one is actually gray thread that you're using. That's just a little thing. It's not. So most people don't care.
I'm going to just say now, Jessie has more progress than I do. Not that much. But quite a bit. But it's fine. But they're so good.
They are.
I
like to take out a lot of my progress because I went up one too many in the like brownish red in the door. So right now the iron grate is flatter than it's supposed to be, and I don't know if I care or not yet. So we're gonna see.
And I don't know if I don't think we said it, but I don't really want to do the whole border and everything. I just want to do the house. So I think I'm just doing.
Right.
You're playing it by ear.
I think I'm gonna do the border. I'm a little bit nervous about the door because we picked out a different color for the door on the pattern. Here. The door is like a striped reddish brown and dark brown, and we picked out a Cottage Garden thread.
Of course we did.
I think it's called Observatory? Conservatory.
Yeah.
Conservatory.
But it's just like an
because we wanted it to we wanted it to look like Bilbo's door. But now it's an ombre thread.
You can see our palette. It's beautiful. It's really
and I still kind of want it to have the same stripe effect, but I don't know anything about controlling variegation. So that'll be interesting.
So you're wanting to do it together.
If anyone has any advice
about
taking a Cottage Garden thread and making stripey, it doesn't have to be perfect stripes like this, but more like a wood grain.
Yeah.
I can't figure out if I should stitch across in a light color, back and forth, as wide as I want it to be, and then when it switches to dark, go over to the dark.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So, but I don't really know.
If you guys have any opinions on that, I would love any and all advice about that.
I do know that mine, because I found the little slip of paper in my bag, is like picture this plus vellum.
Ooh,
Found that out.
should I check?
Maybe it'll look.
What are the odds that I left?
Oh, I have to make a confession. Somewhere on here, I got chocolates all over this. I think it's like down here. I wonder if I can still see it. I think it's like around here.
You Tide penned it at work.
Yep. And I panicked and I used a Tide to Go pen. And I don't know if that's bad because it's hand-dyed fabric. Hopefully I didn't. It doesn't, I mean, I can't see it. Maybe you can on the camera. If so, let me know.
Yes.
I mean, I'm kind of like,
comment with the chocolate bar, so
Yeah.
that we know that it needs another round of Tide pen.
but like honestly, it's fine.
It's fine.
I'm like hoping I covered up with stitching.
Yeah,
We'll see. I'm not gonna sweat it because it doesn't bother me right now.
but love the Hobbit.
Yeah,
It's Bilbo's house.
it's a lot of stitching.
Oh, and I want to do the
slow progress.
Gandalf's rune that he puts on the door
Oh, you
in little backstitch. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
like how he
you said that. You probably talked about it. See if I remember.
how he marks the door for everyone to come to the party.
Oh,
He like
okay.
scratches it into the door. It's just like I can't remember exactly.
Like
Like just a
ring?
couple of lines. Yeah.
I'll bet.
Okay, do you want to go next?
Sure. I think it'll just be every other, right? Because
Yeah.
I've caught up. You have more whips.
Me too. I have 3 left, and you have 2.
I have my clipboard in here now, so that's. I've seen this before. You saw ours first. Lost you.
It was on the screen pretty quick, right?
Yeah, it was a long time, but it's a printout PDF because I think you can only, unless you had the magazine. It was in a magazine, but it was it's from Hirschner's. You can get it from Hirschner's, and I don't know. It's good. But I worked on her. I wanted to work on her to show progress. So
Right the hand.
yeah, I wanted to finish because I made, okay, full confession again. Why am I confessing? I don't know. I made mistakes.
FlossTube confessionals.
I made mistakes in the trick. No, I don't even know where I made a mistake anymore, but no, it was trick or treat. The writing trick or treat. And I was using it to count, and so I had to stop. And I had to like outline the brown border here correctly, and then just go back and kind of make it work.
We were calling it isolating your mistake.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Like closing it off.
So it cannot, like I got
So
it right
can't
from
infect the
here.
entire stitch.
Yep. And the mistake is
Quarantine.
then yes, quarantine. I love that. And so all I had to do, and it's right here. This is not where it should meet up with her hand naturally, but I just had to like come over. And it's like, I don't care. I don't think you can tell.
No.
Yeah. But it's like
Oh, these are going to be so fun.
so good.
The spider web still.
Oh yeah. And
And like all her
I have them
badges
in
still
a little,
here.
well, I have my cheese in a bag, but I have all of the Kreinet in a bag. Bought it from Etsy as a kit. They're probably
yeah.
hard to find, to be honest.
Sir,
But
big
it-
feet.
Like Kreinet.
Surprised to
No,
know.
Kreinet. I never remember. Was it like
all it. Here's the
taste?
bead pattern.
Yeah.
Those blue ones are just like a lot larger.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's like a blue here, and then 2 reds. One like maroon, one lighter. And I've been using these, so they're kind of half used. I'm kind of worried that I'll run out.
I'd say these will be a lot softer
Than the lighter looks.
than the DMC.
So fun.
Oh, I just noticed that the lines coming down from her dress are fun, red, sparkly.
So there's going to be like little, and then from these little sparkles are like beads.
Pretty.
Yeah.
And you've got your new, we'll talk about it later, but we went to a new store and we both bought these, this little grippy thing.
Yeah. Well,
They're so nice. I like them.
I recommend.
I was using binder clips before.
That's hard.
Like
On a,
And I
But
always
on a-
felt like,
but I would give snap on a regular.
because I never used to piece it on a hoop.
We bought a key snap.
Join the club. I did.
You did?
I did. I've been doing, because the hello there is on such a tiny scrap.
Did people show their, I don't remember anymore. Did people show their font?
Yeah.
It's kind of a mess.
They're very
Just DMC.
coloring.
Yeah. Very, okay.
Pumpkin.
There's like a Mirabilia or Nora Corbett Facebook group. That's the only reason I go on Facebook. It's for
Marketplace.
and Marketplace.
Like you're on Marketplace.
Literally buying cross stitch stuff and Marketplace, looking at antiques and stuff. Anyway, there's a conversion group, and someone did that her dress in like black and purple. Oh, I was like, dang it! But oh well, I'm happy with it.
I like the lunges, but I bet it looks a little bit more.
It's really cool. Yeah, it's very gothy. I feel like you like it. I don't know why I keep saying that. You're goth.
Yeah. A lot to do with you. I have like, skull tattoo, bird skull, that. Well, that.
Yeah.
It wasn't a phase.
It wasn't a phase.
Speaking of
It's
a
a
little
trend
bit
now, though.
creepy, gothy, this one is Bad Vibes Only.
Sounds good. Oh, that needlewinder looks good with it.
And I've learned a lot lately, mostly that I'm an idiot.
Wait, more confession.
More confessions. So the last time I showed this, I was like, oh, the mock-up's so good. I got to show you guys the mock-up. And this is what I showed you guys. It was the mock-up on my pattern keeper that I'm just starting to use. And there's like tons of empty spaces. And I was like, that's so weird. I don't remember there being empty spaces, but it's fine. And then I thought I solved the issue because the mock-up's on a white background. And I was like, oh, the white stitches, like this little ghosty, don't show up on the mock-up. So that's what it is. And then I got down here into this gravestone. And I was like, what a strange choice not to put anything at all in the gravestone. Like, that was a strange design choice. I don't remember that. And I was like brainstorming what I was going to do. Like, maybe I'll put the date, like a little 24. And then I started looking, and this entire section, even on the pattern, is just blank. And I was like, what is happening? So I went back to Etsy and I looked at the download and at the picture. And we're going to put it here because it's glorious. And it's because it's all backstitching and I think French knots. But there was a separate chart for all the backstitch, obviously, because that makes it a lot easier to do. And I had just forgotten it existed.
Is this your first markup?
This is the seeds was my first pattern keeper. So this was my first pattern keeper. And this one, in her Etsy shop, she has like a pattern keeper version that like seamlessly transferred. This one, there wasn't a pattern keeper version, but whatever error that occurred is like a really common one because there's like a video that links to, and you just had to like highlight the stitchable space. Sure. Like people who use Pattern Keeper, like you can explain it better. But it just, because there were multiple charts, Pattern Keeper as a program was like, we can't put all these together. This is way too many stitches. So I'm 30% done with the full cross stitches. And then there's like such fun backstitch. Like, so here there's like a little spider web and they're like so cool. I'm so excited.
There's some like almost black work.
I was like, that's the only thing that's charted there. What is this little weird green triangle? But it's like a leaf with a bouquet of flowers.
Oh, yeah.
That get like backstitch.
The little black stitch stems and so cute. So good.
Not gonna look at all the color. Can't wait.
So bright.
And there's a little bit of the Light Effects DMC.
Yeah.
Which is like just feeling is it Kreinik? It's a lot softer. This feels like your grandma's plastic scrubby. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the metal. That's like maybe part metal.
Yeah.
Scrubby. That's a
thing.
That's what the bubbles.
A chore boy almost.
But
I don't know.
That cauldron was no joke either. A lot of stitches. I feel like it was like 5% of the most.
I love it. Love it. Okay, I actually only have one more. Is that okay? I'll just
No, it's not okay. Come on with more.
You go twice. Okay. So I have the one I chose. See, I did follow through.
You did. You're so good.
I knew what I wanted to do. I really wanted to do County and Puddles pattern, and I couldn't resist Books Are Magic because it's the first one I bought. It's so beautiful. And I've been stitching on it, and then I put it down for a little while to work on the fairy because I want her done maybe by Halloween, but that's probably a lofty goal at this point. But I
haven't seen
progress.
this. Yeah. Sorry, audible gasp.
Some progress. Sure.
So pretty.
And that's on 28 count. Picture this plus Gothic. which is, and it's my first Ada project. It's really lovely to work on Ada, I'm not gonna lie. I think it would be, I would like it, I think, a slightly higher count. Beautiful. Because it's 14 count.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I do prefer like 16.
Like 16 or 8.
Or smaller, whatever. So it's not as, I feel like there's a little bit of, like you see through the floss a little bit. But it's so good. And I'm trying to like finish the book because I don't really love stitching all this white. So
I didn't notice that one of the pages was turning.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? And then obviously there's going to be a ton of backstitch and stuff. So I'm just trying to like do a little bit of flowers, a lot of book.
A little bit of flowers.
And then the books underneath this I think are going to be more exciting. There's like a lot more color to them.
Oh, here.
And right, like just stitching gray and white isn't very fun. But like look at the black, I don't know, black work kind of like on that moon and the stars. And I think I haven't decided, but all of those little dots are French knots, and I don't love French knots. Just doing them. They're cool on the project, but I just like to do them myself. So I might do beads. You never know.
Pretty.
I like beading. But so excited. I have no idea how far along I am because I'm using a paper pattern. So.
And I like their paper patterns a lot.
It's such a like.
Yes, and they're really big charts with beautiful, like, pastel-y colors.
Very easy to see. Their colors are correct. Like, gray is gray.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What? Like, white's a cream, which is
the backstitch is really obvious. She's like neon colors for the backstitch, so you can see it really easily.
If only we could show you.
I mean, I feel like we just painted a perfect picture.
Yeah, everybody. You can imagine it. Close your eyes.
Just close your eyes. Imagine the pattern.
So good. Very Europe.
Okay, I have my Sunday stitch, which is the... Oh, should I take it out? So it doesn't glare on the list. It is Orange Blossoms by Carolyn Mancher. And I'm doing a quarter of this every quarter of the year, which I think I found a couple weeks
so good
left in it. So this is Orange Blossom. And I have like a yellow. I'm almost done. I rounded. Yeah, it's really not that much left.
Quarter is in
a couple weeks. Yeah, week. Oh, God.
Next week.
And I only work on it on Sundays.
Yeah. Wow, you're really...
Yeah. But like I said, once you get past that inner circle where you're switching colors every like 8 stitches, it goes fast because you can move around.
So you just have like a couple little flowers in there?
Okay. So there's a couple flowers in there. And then this gets like a border. So there's just some pops of orange.
Is there something here? Okay.
Yeah.
See that?
It's like pops of orange and white.
I think a little bit to go, but so far. You made so much progress just for Sundays.
Very doable in 1 or 2 more Sundays. So if I'm only a week off, there's no... And it could be a real deadline. It could be a calendar quarter instead of like a...
split quarter. Yeah. Here. Love it. It's beautiful.
Thanks. And then, do I have one more? Oh, yes. And then I took my Millville up north. It's a very Wisconsin thing to say, and I loved that some people in the comments recognized it too.
Should I?
Yeah, you can. I started beading.
This is the finish piece,
and I just started beading it. So I got a lot of the beads in. Yeah, and it gets a fish like special charm in that box, that empty box down below. So yeah, I have a lot more beads to do. Like the whole outline of the canoe gets beads. But my husband and I went to Door County, which is a station the right way.
It is.
Okay.
Well,
Wisconsin. That's right. Okay. This is Wisconsin. For sure. Correctly.
Door County.
I'm really proud of being from Wisconsin, if you guys can't tell. But this is like where Milwaukee is, and Door County is like the entire thumb. So you're surrounded on both sides by water. How do you describe it? It's like vacation.
Yeah. It's got like little, it's like
cute shops, cute
really
glass
shops, yeah.
And there's just
like local artists,
tons of local artists. Yeah. There's just like some, and
it's known for like cherries, right, in the summer.
Yeah, we go to that. No, we go to that. You go there too. So it's like,
yeah,
we go apple picking. We go to the cider place. We do mini golf. And then there's tons of hiking. So that's what we did. So this is a project that I'm lucky enough to have only worked on up north.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. You didn't do it here at all?
Oh my God.
No. So cool.
Every time we went up north.
I love that.
So this.
We make so much progress
again,
for the
up north-
vacation trip,
Up north is
vacation project.
anywhere from this part of the state.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, vacation. And I find
I'm
Mill Hill,
almost yawning. I'm so sorry.
I find a Mill Hill really easy to work on while you're traveling.
Yes.
I don't know. It all fits in like
I
a
think
tiny
too,
bag.
like the cardboard. You don't need a hoop.
Yeah,
The paper.
the paper.
Perfect paper. Not really cardboard.
It all fits in my tiny.
Okay.
Plans.
Oh no, we're gonna do. I think we can
just
we can go in
kidding.
any order. we
No,
want.
let's do this. I don't know. I felt weird about calling out other floss
but
tubes
we
that
wanna,
we watch on the very first video.
There are people who inspired us to
Yeah.
create our FlossTube because we so love to and enjoy watching them. They enable us. We want to enable other people.
We want to make sure that you guys,
Yeah.
in the rare chance that you have not heard of any of these people,
Oh, that's rare.
which is very rare, but you should check them out. And also just like we want to tell them
But-
how amazing they are.
Yeah, they're the ones that we watch first or watch the most.
Yes.
And like, there's other FlossTubers out there that we definitely watch. Like we just pick 4 to start with, and we'll just slowly talk about more as we go.
My YouTube subscription feed is like 24 FlossTubers, Taskmaster, and NPR Tiny Desk. That's all it is.
That's all it should be, right?
Yeah.
That, and for me, it's just like food, like cooking things.
Stephanie first told me about FlossTube, but you were like, baby steps.
I didn't call it Floss.
No, she was like, so there's somebody online that has tutorials, and you're kind of talking about
her
it. And then as I was getting like diving more in, you suggested Nightshade Needleworker.
Oh.
And I became obsessed. I think she's only got like 4 or 5 videos.
No idea how many.
And she hasn't made one since May. And nope,
We are not that we're keeping track.
because I
love
love her so much.
We miss you. No pressure.
No pressure if you hated doing it, but
we love your videos.
they're so good.
So good.
And the variety
Your
of
projects.
stitches, I loved every single one of them. Like the variety of stitches.
Yeah.
When she talked about like the Florida coast and her Florida thing, I was like, oh,
No.
that for us is like up north and like everyone has a cabin room. But anyway, we love her.
We do.
And I remember when I first started watching FlossTube, I was a little bit embarrassed. I thought my husband kind of didn't know how deep I was diving. Do you remember?
Turned it off quickly.
So we have this giant TV, and one day he came home and I was watching Nightshade Needleworker, and I quick turned it off. Like, I don't know why I was embarrassed, but I was. And he's like, "What were you watching? What were you watching?" Like, he thought it was, I don't know, probably something inappropriate, but it was just FlossTube, and I was like, so there's this thing
What were you?
on the internet. People talk about their cross stitch.
Yep. And just like share the love of crafts and like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first person I watched on FlossTube is Elizabeth Ankin Stitch. I still like just last night watched her. I think it said like has been released for 6 hours. I'm like, oh, perfect, watch. And hers has really changed over time, which I really enjoyed. And lately, it's been more about knitting than cross stitch, but that's fine. Like I want to learn it, and I love to watch her progress on knitting. I would love to knit myself a sweater. I feel like it's never going to happen, but maybe one day.
It will.
And then her tutorials, like all of my project bags have been from her tutorials, and I don't feel like I shouted her out. I shared my project bags last time, so I felt like I need to.
My little wonky ones were also her tutorials, and I don't really know how to.
Yeah. And
Stephanie gave me one sewing lesson and
Yeah.
sewing machine.
I was in the moment.
And so
I have like I had like 2 spare sewing machines, and I managed to successfully give them away I would give away my other one to a friend. So yeah.
And then the first one that I kind of found independently was XOneeldeinthehayXO, Annie.
And she shared it with me. I watched it.
She did at the very beginning like I can't remember if she called it like a witchy projects or like a dark stitches.
I thought it was Black Friday. No,
Maybe dark 13 or something.
was it?
But she shared all of her kind of like creepy cross stitches in one, and I was like sold in
Yep.
watching exclusively.
Very similar vibes to you. And then one that FlossTube we watch. I don't want to say like we watch together, but we often will like text each other and be like, "Hey, The FlossTube drop. Check it out.
I think we text each other during it like some people watch reality TV shows. Like,
yeah. Like, oh my God, did you see this or did you hear her say that?
And we talk about them like
Yep. But it's the thread gremlins. Just so enjoy the banter between them and their projects, and just I really enjoy that they like talk about their mistakes and like just are honest. I don't know. It feels real.
Yeah. Love it.
So those are the 4 we were going to talk about today. I will talk about more because
we definitely watch a lot more.
I watch FlossTube every day, and I think if I could, I would watch it every day. And so there's a lot more. Don't worry.
More coming. I knew you were worried. Because everybody's waiting.
Sometimes I'm like, why? Why am I saying what I'm saying?
Us to recommend FlossTubes.
And you've never heard of any of them before. They're not at all very popular.
Plans next.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know that you could ever trust anything I say.
So sorry.
Look, I'm just too like
you go with your heart
wins.
at the moment.
Just wins. I live my life.
Best laid plans are the ones that don't follow.
Right. But I'm doing 2 stitch alongs, and I've never.
And you showed me your 1, 2, 3 stitch order.
I didn't check out yet.
Oh, it's a lot. My left.
It's okay. Sorry, everybody, for the cackles. But I haven't checked out yet, so I'll be late because I have to press checkout on the day. I've been struggling.
You will.
I keep saying I'm not buying anything more.
Well, okay. I don't know about you, but like sometimes I wait until I have everything I want because I only want to pay for shipping once.
Yeah, that's true, and it's like $3.
It's not expensive, but it's like I don't want to forget or to go. Oh shoot, I wanted that one thing.
Yes. So this Saturday, the Dracula stitch along, and it's a mystery ones. I've never done a stitch along, much less a mystery one. But it's by the Stitching Book Club.
Yeah,
I think that's it. If not,
I can put it.
It's there. But they do, like a book club. And I've read Dracula, but it was a really, really long time ago. So I want to reread and do that stitch along, and it's great colors.
Are you going to read it or listen to it?
Oh,
I've heard it. I think Amazon has like if you belong to Audible,
a good narrator.
They have like a full cast. They have like a full cast.
Then maybe.
I think they do. And I'm not going to do the stitch along necessarily. I don't.
You're going to live mystery vicariously through me.
But sorry, the dog just barked, and he like never barks. So hopefully my husband's dealing with that.
Hopefully you're not getting your house is being broken into.
No, it's not. It's probably honestly an Amazon package. Okay.
Is it FlossTubes? Should we go get it for a haul?
I don't know what it is. Very serious in this house. Okay, anyway. I don't like mystery stitch alongs because I don't like to commit to something I don't know what it's gonna be. And so once it comes out, I might join in if I like it.
Yeah. I'm like, if I don't
I'm
like
sure. But then there's
if I don't like it, we can make it into a bag, or
yes.
I was saying it's definitely a lot taller than me, so we can make it into a pillow.
Yeah,
we just sit on.
We were joking around about
like we're our actual heights. Like we're our actual heights.
Yeah, because I need to like slouch. I'm like 6'3",
and I am 5'4",
so I'm very tall.
For perspective,
yes, that's a perfect case.
Okay, off the rails.
All right. Oh no, but the
Dracula stitch along.
But I just found the other day. I don't know if it's called this, but I've been calling it Catula.
Oh,
is it called that?
It's like Dracula, but a little character.
Yeah, I'll show a picture with you. And it's tempting, but I don't know. Halloween season is kind of closing, but it's
never.
But there's never been a reason to not buy a pattern for me. Okay.
And then the other one is I have plans to do all of the Korok patterns, the seeds patterns.
Mm-hmm.
And right now there's 3, and I'm hoping for a winter one.
And that's the summer, right?
This is summer.
Yep.
And so I'm going to be doing the fall seeds, and that is for Annie XOneeldeinthehayXO's birthday, which I think is this Sunday. The stitch starts this Sunday.
I love it.
So I bought that, and her stitch along is by any of the on Instagram. She's Jed X Stitch. But on Etsy, it's like Dwaz Demos.
Sure.
But any of her patterns, and she's got really big fonts.
So she does.
Those are the two things I know that
Is she that advanced?
No,
It's a different.
that would
Just kidding.
Bad Vibes is the shop name,
Okay.
which I probably never said.
I had ideas about what my plans are going to be, and I just don't know. So I just thought I would share one that I was looking through my stash of self-made kits, and it's getting unrealistic. It's like I have 10 years planned ahead. And it's like, stop.
Stephanie's really good about if I have a pattern, I'm going to also get the fabric and the floss so it's all together.
But it's more like a compulsion. It's about wanting to be organized. So I have this tiny little scrap. Okay, so it's pretty. It's like a mottled blue. It's called Ariel.
Picture this plastic.
Yeah, 32 cup. It's a I don't even know if it's a scrap. She might have cut it.
So
The sides, but that's a Black Cat purchase. And I think I can show this. It's not the pattern, but for a little while, and maybe I'll go back to it. I did belong to the Nora Corbett Patreon.
Ooh.
And it's just kind of expensive, but I maybe I'll go back and join every like seasonally or something. But it's a little, I don't remember what it's called. Swan Lake. I thought so. Silver Lake Swan, I think. And it's kind of small. And I was like, I really could love to do a small piece.
Are you going to wait till Nora November?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, should I do a Nora? But I don't want to do a big one. And, oh, I love that. Okay, I was like, wait, where the heck is it? And I just love this. There's a little treasure in there. Oh, it's like a little crystal.
It looks like a candelabra crystal.
Yeah, just like one of those Mill Hill crystal treasures that are fancy. I've never added one to a Nora core, but I know they're common in them. Yeah, I don't know. Just a thought that I might do that for Nora November, but like a small.
Yeah.
A doable, easily within the month.
Finish.
After I just did the fairy. But that might even be finishing in November too, so. When I finish the fairy, I might start this one.
Hi.
But I'm not quoting that.
Don't hold us to anything.
No. I mean, sometimes I know what I want to do next because I'm like dying to do it. But right now I'm just kind of like, oh,
I have too much stuff that I have to finish.
I was going to say, for me, it's like I'm not really close to a finish on anything. So I don't want to, I just know that I'm not, that's not like close enough to be able to decide what I'm dying to do.
Let me show you this one.
Yes. That's in the next
section.
Yeah.
Oh,
even though this is technically haul. This is technically haul, right?
Yeah.
But it's all right. Like, stuff is dropping. I don't want the cat to steal it. I'm just like, just everywhere. There's a big pile.
One of the two cut.
So we had sad news, and someone commented on our last FlossTube. It's not really like personal sad news, but it is. It's sad.
Our local needle shop, Black Cat Stitchery, is closing.
And moving. Basically to another country.
5 hours away.
5 hours away.
Like near Minneapolis. So if you live in Minneapolis, congrats. Because they have an awesome shop close by.
And I really don't know if Black Cat Stitch, if they're going to keep the name. But
stock?
Maybe I can look it up and insert it here.
I don't know what name in my head. We have to duck. It's gonna hit me.
But there's like, I know there's like a couple who they design patterns and they have like a little like online. I don't even know if they have a brick and mortar, but they're buying her out, I think, or something. And then all of her inventory is moving.
Word on the street is she wants to retire.
I think she is retiring.
Like, so this is okay.
But I just felt it was
not that it I just would mean like not that it wasn't doing well or something, but that
every time we would go and it would be busy. I think she'd been doing that for like I don't even know how many years. I don't want to quote it, but
so sad.
The good news,
but good news for us.
Yeah, we have a new, which I feel like that was like such like it just opened in May. Yeah, it was such good timing for everything. But there's a new store so Black Cat was like an hour away, and now this one's called Youtiful Sip and Stitchery. It is also about an hour away, but it's just a
Yeah.
a little further west. It's in Roscoe, Illinois.
We went this last weekend. We were going to go to Black Cat on Saturday and take a friend who is new to cross stitch and really enjoying it. And we were like, oh, come with us to
you must go to the motherland.
let's go to the motherland and spend 4 hours with us.
Yeah, look, you don't know the time warp. Probably stepping into a LNS. But
like you feel like you've been in there for a half hour and you look at it's been like 3 hours.
It's like you look at fabric, then you look at patterns, and you're looking at then you get things like how to know to chat with people. And it's so lovely. I love doing it.
But this new store so Black Cat was closed on Saturday. I think they had a retreat.
Yeah, and so we were invited to, but we couldn't go.
Work, man.
Yeah,
job.
Sorry.
And so we went to this other one, and it was absolutely beautiful. There was a whole room of beautiful fabric, and I think you took a bunch of pictures, so maybe you did, but some
maybe while we're talking.
Yeah.
Maybe I've already started. And this whole time you didn't know what it was. But pictures of
the fabric is displayed really nicely, like it's all on hangers and organized by count and type, and after they cut the size you want, they serge it, right? They serge all the edges for you, right?
It was so lovely.
That was amazing. And they had pulled all the Halloween ones into a section. They had the end of a trunk show that was like on sale.
She had a fabric trunk show.
Yes.
And like stitching trunk show of
the
Rosewood Manor.
The models were
always so good.
Beautiful.
And I think what's really cool, her name is Brett. What I think is really cool is that I've noticed and like starting to follow her on Instagram and stuff, that she like incorporates local people like all the time and has trunk shows a lot, or like events. So like we sign up to go to
my first cross-stitch event.
Yeah, in November. Mine too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yay. I'm going with Aunt Nancy.
Yeah.
Aunt Nancy.
My husband's Aunt Nancy, which is my Aunt Nancy. And
she's also, I'm adopting her. I've never met her.
Yeah.
But she's also
she's so nice. Love Aunt Nancy. And she lives in Illinois, so it's like hard to see her. Sometimes she lives pretty far, but it's like kind of like a good little meet point. Anyway,
long story short.
There had been a trunk show with a cross-stitch designer from like the Milwaukee area.
Which I didn't know she was from Milwaukee.
And it's Fine Frog Stitching. And it's like, I belong to her Patreon.
Like she could live.
Yeah.
Walks from.
We're going to meet her. It's going to be cool. Okay, anyway.
I'm not a stalker.
She's like a celebrity. Yeah, we have not looked her up. Anyway, and then there's I can't remember their names, but we can add it on the screen if I want. But there's another designer coming. I think it might actually be the
people that bought
a Black Cat. And then I'm just really curious about their plans. I don't know that I'll be driving 5 hours just to go to LNS, but if I would,
especially now that we have this one, and to finish talking about Youtiful, like the Stitchery. Everything was super thoughtful. Like there's a whole stitching room, and she's got like free tea, and she brings them. She bakes for her stitchers that are in there stitching with couches. All of the patterns are in binders on this really pretty shelving unit. So you just pull by season or by alphabetical by last name. It looks at the binders. And then she had like all the new, like market stuff in one binder. Tons of floss, Cosmo floss.
Yeah, which is, I think, rare. I don't really know if it's rare, but I think it is. It's okay nonsense. I don't know. But if you don't know what Cosmo Floss is, it's a Japanese, I think, floss. And it's supposed to be, it's like similar to DMC. She had like a conversion chart there that you could, which I did take up.
Yes.
Anyway.
I can show some of them. I have a pattern in the works at some point. That
I have some too. Yeah.
And I got all of the.
And I see, like, it looks a lot like Fancy, right? But it's just supposed to be a higher quality cotton. And so I asked her, I said, what's the difference? And it's supposed to be a higher quality cotton, just like
it feels really
like a silk of the cotton world. So I was like, heck yeah, silk of the cotton world.
And it's not that much more.
Sell me that much on it.
A cotton world.
Yeah, it was. I want to try it. We both decided to kit one thing up, and we'll try. Maybe that'll be my next hit.
There you go.
All right. Anyway, let's share our.
First home.
Yeah, we can
kind of go back and forth.
Gush about that store
You guys,
the next time we go, which will probably she'll be in a week.
not going to be exciting for you, but I bought my first piece of
Yay!
and then these things to go.
The fabric huggers, and I bought one too, and that's what I had on site. They work really well.
Yeah,
so
they
it's
do.
good to know because I bought one on Amazon. They didn't work hardly at all. So I'm serious.
And I've been using binder flips.
What am I getting out?
You kitted something.
A chunk of DMC. I have a beautiful. It's called Into the Woods by Atomic Ranch. Chunk of Ada because I've kind of converted to Ada for a while.
18 count. You'll
Yeah, I'm so pumped about this 18 count. You can't. I mean, it's so gorgeous, right? But this color, does it not need to be a typo? Oh my god, I just love it. Sprouting lupine, right?
Yep.
Sprouting lupine. What is it called?
Low tide nature walk.
Oh, so good.
We love the whole nature walk.
I know. Busy. I just called you busy. I agree.
Well,
Edit that out for a minute.
No, you should be in there. Hi, Biz.
Yeah, you're watching that. Sorry, God, I'm so sorry. But Jesse was like, "Can I borrow that when you're done?" And I'm like, "Yes, you can." I'm sorry, but anytime my husband and I go on vacation,
They go tide pooling.
yes, if we go to the Pacific Coast, we just love to look at tide pools. So it was very, very me.
And along those same lines, I kitted up a
Color. Okay, sorry. I haven't seen the colors.
Along those same lines, I kitted up Sprouting Lupine Nature Walk. This one is the, I don't know, I just want to make sure I have it right.
You have the
Witching Hour?
No.
Well, PDF. Remember,
Oh.
they had the pattern there, but looking at it, I was like, I think I want it in Pattern Keeper because the printed patterns are kind of small. And so pattern will be here. It's the Witching Hour Nature Walk. And it's on like a brownish color, but when we pulled all the floss, I wish I remember her name. The woman who was serging, I think it might be Brett.
I think it's mom.
She was lovely. She was so funny. I loved her. But she helped me pick out this one, and it is called Pumpkin King by Atomic Ranch.
Pumpkin King.
Yeah, this is a 36 count linen.
Oh, put your floss on it. It
And
was
here
so
are
stunning.
the flosses. Oh gosh. Okay. Hold on.
That
Purple.
oh, it's so good.
Right? And the orange
It just pops.
Yes. And so I'm really excited.
The MCR calls me.
Why am I like clutching them? Like they need 17.
I don't know. It's so pretty. It's this. It was like this color.
And like sun.
Yeah. So good.
And just like purple with the oranges.
But it's
Let me leave the new.
oh, it's the nature walk.
Yes, so this one.
Now that I see the color, I remember.
I'm sorry. Right? And then I did get, because there's insects in it, there's a moth.
Yeah.
And they had the whisper, and I thought it would be fun to include this in like the moth like body
fuzzy
and
moth.
like make the body of the moth fuzzy. So I just got some of this. Because it's like $3 spinner.
Yay.
And then I got a couple other fabrics. Did you show yours? No, you got more stuff. You go next. You go next.
So another one that they had, I saw this in like the fall. Lindy Stitches did like a fall. What the heck was that fall release thing called? She did like a series, and I saw her show. I think it was fall. Oh my good god. Okay. Anyway, it's called Antidepressants. I just thought it was so freaking cute. Little cats, and very basic colors, very basic stuff. I just bought a piece of like cream 18 count Ada. I think it's modeled technically like
Parchment by Atomic Ranch.
slightly yellowish. Can you see it? I don't know.
Okay, I've put it. Oh,
Yeah, cover it.
you can tell it's the white.
A little bit of yellow model. Yeah, I don't know, but it was just pretty. I just grabbed
It looks in the camera like it does in person, so it's like
yeah.
yeah.
We have the bright lights. Line mixing for our on the Hollywood stage here. Anyway, so that one, that's one. How many more do you have?
I have just 3 fabrics.
Okay,
Do we show one?
sure.
I have these actually I do have plans for this one, but I'm not committing to it yet. There's a pattern that I want to do where it's like full coverage and all of the fun like blue is stitched, but I want to use this.
Look at it.
And this is Barefoot Needle Art, and it's called Cosmos, and it's a 20 count Ada.
It looks like the Cosmos. It's accurately named.
It's beautiful.
It's so stunning.
And I don't need this much for the project, but I was like, yes, give me that whole big piece.
Like, even if you had like 2 chunks.
So I'm excited because the project I'm thinking
I
of,
like I was like Vanna White.
do you remember it has the moon?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like riding a monster.
I don't know why I'm being cagey about it.
She's like riding a monster.
I haven't seen anyone else talk about it, so I'm like, here's the pattern first, and they want to.
Oh, do you want me to
start
show the pin?
stitching it?
Okay, so I love it.
Being cagey. Okay, anyway.
Like, that's the definition of Jessie. Cagey. Oh, God, it's not at all. No, but that's okay. All right.
Next, you have another cat.
I'm making a mess here. Okay.
Cats are like circling.
They're like sniffing the floss.
I wish you could easily just show the
So this is, I just fell in love with this chart. I absolutely love haunted frames. I stitched one of her pieces, which I'll show one of these floss tubes. But I just really thought it was really sweet, and I could imagine it being fun to change up the colors. So last time I did it, haunted frames, I don't know whatever she does, her stitches, her patterns, I think lend themselves well to making your own color choices, which is a compliment. So, so I picked out some
really
colors.
fun bag of things.
So I picked out random not random. My friend and I went to the store and we grabbed all the
You got the stuff. That's okay.
Yeah, we grabbed all the called for, and then I just went ahead and like found a corresponding color that was
Right. Calling to you.
yeah. I was like, ooh, this light green, I want to make it this golden green. I want to make it this bright purple or this. And then I'm thinking
orange in the camera, but it's a pink.
yeah, the pinks are going a little red. It's too bright in here.
The light's too good.
But I'm wondering if I should do either this pink or this blue, and I'm leaning more towards this blue, which is called Caribbean Linen. I think I might have showed it last time. It has like greens. I thought it would be kind of cool. I love this. I love her.
Oh, it looks so good.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like it. I don't know. We'll see.
That is
Well, right now, that's what
This is a fun color, though. You showed this last time, the Diva.
Yes.
Would the pink speed card on that one?
Yeah, probably, but do I care? Will I just change the color? I don't know. It's just a 50-cent DMC, right? I don't know. And then I was like, ooh, maybe next time we go, because we'll be there in a week.
Is that only a week? I keep seeing,
November 2nd. This weekend is this. I might buy some cottage garden. I was going to, but then I'm like, oh, okay, I put it in the wrong bags. I'm being impulsive, and
I need to calm down.
I bought enough stuff because I have a whole nother kit, so I did too. All right, your turn.
Okay, this is just fabrics. 0 plans for this one. This is called Primitive Pink by Barefoot Needlework.
So good. Oh my gosh, cat straining on your chair. Do you want this?
Sure.
I don't know if you can see through it. It's Ada, right? Like it's on us.
I feel like we should put a picture of Pip in so that people can see who's sitting on my lap, even though they can't see. Do you have a picture that we could put?
Yeah, on my phone.
So they can see this gorgeous old man orange.
Yeah, it's a little old man. Yeah, what is this again?
This is Barefoot Needle Art Primitive Pink. And it's a 18 count Ada. I think that's my preferred
18
count Ada.
I've only done the 14, and I like the 14.
And the 18 count Ada.
Yeah, like I want to show you other piece of that.
Sure. Yeah, and then the last one, this one's called Huntress. They stitch me.
I think, is this the one that there was just like a scrap sitting there and you're like, I'm buying? I was like, I don't know.
No flare, but something will look beautiful. And
I
I was
need a little bit more gray, but I think it's
greater. I was thinking that the piece I showed last time, I had a piece of linen for it, and it's that color.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I might put it on Ada instead, because there's big chunks of that's not full coverage, but there's like big chunks of stitches, and I'm bad at making that look neat when it's linen.
I don't think you're bad, but when I give it to you,
easier to make those.
It's more enjoyable,
and it's more enjoyable for me than when it's Ada.
So I had seen this counting puddles pattern.
Surprise, you guys! Stephanie bought more counting puddles.
It's cute. Playing with the yarn. Oh my god, so cute. I just, of course, you can see like all the little stickers. She puts a little sticker on them, but it's from the store. And I have this green fabric that I got on, I think I got it on eBay or something. I don't know. But it's a company I've never heard of, which was a risk, I guess. Garibaldi. It's called Green Tree. It's 16 count. It's this massive piece. Like, look at how big that is. And it was $20. I'm sorry, I don't want to shout out the prices of things, but like, how can you say no to that? It's a little bit stiff, but not
bad. Well, it's not like craft store fabric stiff.
And like, there's like little spots that are like a little lighter, but I'm like, how can you say no to that? Anyway.
I can't be able to anything anymore. That's not one of my cat petting little beef.
He just wants some love. But this is the one that I did my own. It was wild on it, I guess, a little bit. So these four.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah,
I'll just pick these.
You did. Thank you for helping me. They're so good. These four are called 4 DMC colors, but in Cosmo.
Here, I'll help you raise my.
And then there was 3 that were. She didn't have them, I don't think.
No, they were like a DMC. The numbers were like a very
4,000 or 400 or 440 some something. Anyway,
math,
which means they are
like variegated.
Yeah, variegated. Thank you. You already said that. Hello. So I just picked out some Weeks Dye Works. What am I doing? That were kind of complementary to the pattern.
So I guess are going to be for the backstitching the balls of yarn.
Yeah, if you see it here are variegated on there.
Yeah, so there's like 3 different colors. And I think that's the only place where I used.
Hibiscus. I don't know what people want. Peach Fuzz. And then I like the name Ultraviolet.
I love that.
This one's good. Yeah, you helped me with
I bought that.
You helped me with the Cosmo.
I bought the same one for the other Haunted Frames pattern.
Oh, you did? While we were there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, secret. You did it secretly, you sneak.
But you helped me.
I did. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
We were there for like 4 hours.
Yeah, so it's kind of a blur. But anyway, that's going to be that one, and I'm really looking forward to it. And that might end up being, you never know, the next start. I'll do 2 counting models at once. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I want to try the Cosmo, so it's really like,
I think I want a good excuse to try that.
Yeah, but a good reason to start that one over another one.
A lot of firsts over here. We're trying Cosmos.
I mean, what am I not going to like Cosmo? Like, what? How does it make sense? Why don't we try?
I've gotten so bougie. I don't use it.
TMC, I don't even touch it.
DMC, I don't know where. I have one last haul, actually. I forgot.
Oh,
this.
Yeah.
So again, when I was on my anniversary trip, we went to
Was it worth holding over what?
Yeah, maybe. A little yarn shop called Knitwits Yarn and Crafts, and it is in Bailey's Harbor, which is in Door County. And I got these 2. I just wanted to leave with a project. And so I bought the pattern for the Trail Finder cowl. It's on Ravelry for Carrie Helene Rain is the designer.
A good squicky.
Yeah, they're so good. And I love, this is Malabrigo, which is just a fun yarn brand. And it's called Seis Cabos Malabrigo. And it's in the colorway Aniversario. And she had them on sale.
New.
I know, they're only like $20 a skein. And she had them on sale. I think I got the pattern and 2 skeins for $40. So
they're gorgeous.
I know. So pretty. It reminds me of like an oil slick. Mm-hmm. The colors that you'd see.
Like a rainbow, but a little darker.
But make it goth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like really not goth. I mean, it's obvious. I don't know.
I feel like just aesthetically.
Aesthetically, I like crows and bats.
Yeah.
Spiders.
Spooky.
Ghosts.
And hopefully.
I'm getting spoiling.
Sorry.
We're good.
No, that's officially it.
I think that's officially the end. We thought we didn't have much to talk about.
We never.
I should have been to say I don't remember.
We talked
blacked out.
We talked a lot about that story.
It was so good. And we even mentioned that they have like notions and finishing things.
Oh yeah. So I'm sure we'll share more in the future.
So we hope that you guys all
And then can I say one thing?
Yeah.
If you're going to be at that event,
yeah, it's coming to the potluck.
can you tell us?
In November 2nd, 3rd, 4th, the first.
It's the first weekend in November. It's on a Sunday. It's at beautiful Stitchery across the street,
Roscoe, Illinois.
and it's like a potluck, and you can shop and you can meet those designers, and I think they're playing movies. Awesome. It sounds fun.
Oh yeah, wasn't it like Home Alone or something?
Yeah, I think it's like the kickoff to the holiday season or something.
Yeah. So if you're gonna be there, let us know.
Because then we can say hi to you.
I'm very awkward in social situations, so I'm sure
You're not.
it'll be great.
I'm more awkward than you. Anyway, it'll be so good.
But okay, so now we can close out. We hope that you guys had fun. You're stitching something or drinking something or
Stitching something that brought you
hanging out
joy.
with your cats.
Yes.
Okay. Bye.